Hey guys, it's Kevin here again. I'm kind of catching up on my top 50 countdown list, best albums of 2011. This is going to be numbers 20 through 11, so this is part 4. I got one more part remaining, so once again I apologize for the delay on these, but here I am busting them out right now. So what I'm listening to right now, I mentioned in my last video, so I'm not going to go too into depth, but after listening to it for last night and a little bit today, I've kind of realized I probably put it should have higher on my list, but it did come in at number 22. And I do love this album a lot, and you've already heard me talk about it, so I'm just going to show you who it is. It's James Blake, self-titled album, and I'm playing it right now, so kind of check it out if you can and maybe dive into it a little bit more. It's a really phenomenal album. Anyways, let's go with number 20. I was kind of surprised that this was this low on my list, I guess, so expected to be a little bit higher, but I love this album nonetheless. The first one was critically acclaimed, as well as this one, but I think the first one's a little bit better, and it was self-titled, was their debut. But this one is called Helplessness Blues. It's by Fleet Foxes, from Seattle. Just folk, acoustic, a lot of acoustic, very good melodies. Kind of sound like the Beach Boys at times, but beautiful music, especially for the fall. It came out during the summer, but I've really attached myself to it during this winter/fall season. So really nice to just take a walk in the park through headphones, listening to it, and it's fun. I like it a lot, but I do like the first one a little bit better. So check out their debut if you haven't heard anything by Fleet Foxes yet. So that was number 20. Now 19, I didn't expect this one to be this high either, but I really fell in love with this album. I've always loved his main project, which is Pavement. I saw them at Coachella while everyone was else watching Phoenix. I was like one of the only few people there, but it was a great show. One of the first performances back in the United States on the reunion tour. So I'm hoping that they do another album. I love Pavement, but this is a nice little thing to ease my sorrow of missing them. But Stephen Malkmus, lead singer of Pavement at one time, and the Jicks, and this is Mirror Traffic. Album artwork is so cool. It's really weird. I read kind of a backstory on it, but I won't get into that because I got a lot to go through. Just a little details on the members that play on this album. Really phenomenal record. Favorite song on it is by far, gosh, there's a lot of good ones, but I like Tigers a lot, Brain Gallop, Asking Price. It's really great. So if you're a fan of Pavement, check out this. Stephen Malkmus and the Jigs, Mirror Traffic, in at number 19. Now you've heard me talk about this at number 18 before. I love his main project, which is Grizzly Bear. This is Chris Taylor's Can't. It's a side project. It's called What Dreams May Come True. What Dreams May Come True. And his friend, who he produced, Twin Shadow, he produced his album Forget last year, is featured on this all over the place. So you can kind of get that same vibe. So if you're into Twin Shadow, you're gonna love Can't. Or if you even like Grizzly Bear, you're gonna love Can't. Really just gloomy, dark, moody album, and it's really, I love it. I was really surprised by how great it was. And that's number 18, that would be Can't. Now 17, you guys probably know a lot about. I've talked about it so much. I got this on Record Store Day, so this is a special clear edition vinyl. He's a member of Animal Collective, one of my favorite groups. Their album should be coming out this year in 2012. And this is Panda Bear, Tomboy. I like this a lot better than Person Pitch. I do love Person Pitch, don't get me wrong, but this has a little more guitar driven, which I tend to favor with the Panda Bear music. So I love this. I know a lot of you have checked it out, so I'm not going to go into too much detail with it, but Tomboy, really great album. That's number 17. Number 16, I just talked about this in my last video. I was playing it. A lot of you guys have checked it out, so I'm just going to be brief, but that's M83's Hurry Up We're Dreaming in at number 16. Now, kind of keeping on that chill wave, electronic, kind of an atmospheric record is going to be number 15, Washed Out's Within and Without. It's a pretty short album, but I do love the artwork. It kind of fits the mode of what it sounds like. It's just very dreamy / sensual and atmospheric. It's really atmospheric. It's like kind of like you're standing on the edge of a cliff and just letting the wind take you in. And I would love to go to the Grand Canyon and listen to this album. It's very beautiful. And that's Within and Without, in at number 15, Washed Out. This album, I was really surprised by how much I loved it. Saw them play with TV on the Radio down at the Bowl, and the Hollywood Bowl down in, obviously, Hollywood. That's Arctic Monkeys, Suck in the Sea. Now, the title's kind of stupid, but I guess it's the saying in England, so whatever. Artwork isn't that great, but the album is full of great riffs and just memorable tracks. Favorite song it is probably Reckless Serenade, Hellcat, Spangled Shalala. It's really fun. The opening cut, She Thunderstorms, is really great too. It's just very memorable and very catchy and just fun to put on the spin. And that is number 14, Arctic Monkeys. Now, you've heard me talk about this a lot. Love this. It's a modern day Motown. It's going to be Mayer Hawthorne. How do you do? He's also a DJ, big avid record collector. I'm a big fan of him. He's kind of funny too on Twitter, so if you have a Twitter, you should probably follow him. But I've talked about him a lot. The lead single off this is The Walk, but my favorite song is actually with Snoop Dogg. It sounds like a different type of Snoop Dogg. He's not rapping, he's more singing, and it's a very sensual kind of how to treat your woman guide slash, baby making music, I guess you could say, but it's Can't Stop with Snoop Dogg. Whole album's great. Love this guy, Mayer Hawthorne. And at number 14. I'm sorry, number 13. So number 12 is a guy you've also heard me talk about. He released 2 albums this year. One of them, Humor Risk, was earlier in my videos, and this one is by far the superior of the two. It is very moody, dark, and it's just you want to put it on when you're by yourself and kind of just relax and take it all in. And that is Cass McCombs, and it's Wit's End. He's from, I believe, I think he resides in LA right now, but he's from San Francisco. Singer-songwriter, really great album. County Line is probably one of my favorite songs in the entire year. Very dark though, so I mean the colors alone kind of just shout out what the album is like. And then this one, the next one, number 11, was something that really grew on me. A lot of you guys had just told me how much you love this guy after I posted him when I first got this record, and I have to say I didn't really listen to it too much at first. Then I really dived into it and I fell in love with it, and it has been one of my favorite albums of the year. I keep going back to it, and the second half of the album I think is a lot better than the first, and that's what's really sold me on it, was the second half. I mean, this is Bill Callahan's Apocalypse. Always liked his stuff, but this album really just was phenomenal. There's only, I think, 8 songs, so it's rather short, but the songs are pretty long. But Writing for the Feeling is probably one of my favorite songs of the year. It is so great. Bill Callahan, number 11. I know you all know about him so far, so I won't go into too much more detail. But up next, I have my top 10 countdown, and that will conclude my top 50, so that should be up shortly. Thanks so much for the interest, guys, and I look forward to your comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.